Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show, Serving Nerve, where we talk about whatever we want. And today we're going to be just checking out some TikToks that I found online and just kind of going through them. I have not uploaded quite consistently as of recent, so pardon that. I am in the process of moving, so everything's a little bit all over the place. But in a couple weeks' time, you're going to have a brand new scene, and probably back to daily uploads, I hope. Don't want to really shoot myself in the foot by saying that and not executing that. But in time, we'll have more time to make more time for this kind of time. So that'll be great. Yeah, anyways, this is going to be just us going through some TikToks, checking things out, and then seeing, where the day takes us. I am in the process of moving, so everything's a little bit all over the place, and I have to leave in a little bit to go and deal with some antics that be. But I figured, hey, let's check out some videos in the meantime. Let's just get into this antic that be and see where it takes us.
Can I take a look at that before you make the transaction? Before you punch it in?
Sorry, folks. We're just going to be a minute. Alice will help you on one.
Yeah, no, this is not a real coupon.
I don't understand.
It's a fake, ma'am.
How is it fake? Who are you?
I am Ken Miller. I'm the loss prevention officer. Take a look here. See that expiration date? Does that look familiar to you? November 31st? It shouldn't. It's only 30 days in the month of November. So whoever tried to replicate this little guy, clearly they didn't look at a calendar. Probably out of China. They script the dates all the time. There's always a flaw.
Can you just make him?
I feel like if I were trying to commit some sort of fraud, I would also screw up the date. I'm terrible with dates. Like, I would be the kind of person who's like a con artist making coupons, and then I'd screw up the date on everything. And I have no excuses. I was born with, like, the American or the Western calendar, or whatever the case is. And that's just sad, but I didn't even know that. I'm not very smart when it comes to dates and locations. That's like my number one flaw, is I can be good with tech, I can be good with like some things, building, designing things, but if you give me like dates, locations, geography, stuff like that, I have no attention span for any of that. I literally didn't even know until like last year when Christmas was, and I'm not kidding. I literally don't even know when like Easter is. Most of the time I don't know Valentine's Day. Like if you told me to list off the dates of holidays, particularly even, I would not be able to pinpoint most of them. I know 4th of July is America's Day, and I know that 1st of July is Canada's Day, and that's about it. And I don't even know if people celebrate 1st of July. Like, I don't even know what the 1st of July is. And I think Victoria Day was supposed to be this month. I don't even know when that was. See, I don't know anything. I know nothing, I'm a fool.
An exception.
I mean, we could just honor it, Ken, this one time. She's been coming here for like 150 years.
The rules are rules. But if it helps...
If it helps! I have hemorrhoids. You know what helps, honey? Preparation H.
Well, we're happy to sell it to you at full price.
Well, then why don't you buy it? Because you're a giant asshole!
What are you doing here?
Nothing.
Mind if we take a look inside your backpack?
Why, what? I didn't do anything.
It's just a precaution.
I don't consent to being searched. You say that. I don't consent to being searched. Video camera on you always. Like, this is the thing. I get this as a cartoon. Don't even know when this was made, this cartoon. Oh, by the way, speaking of cartoons, Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. I know it's so... You know what? We need to go and react to the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon after this, because that thing hits so hard. Hits all my cognitive G-spots. But outside of that, don't consent to the searches. I know it's a cartoon character, and cartoons are, like, not real, but if I were in a cartoon, I would definitely be that asshole. That asshole who would pull out the camera. I feel like nowadays, though, you kind of have to, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Basically, don't consent to the search, my guy.
Well?
Huh?
What the?
Hey! Get back here!
This is my son, Virgil.
I believe we've already met.
Running away from the police?
But Dad...
Get in your room right now!
Yeah.
Just tell me what...
Yeah, running away from the police. No shade, but I'm not much of a fan of cops. Not gonna lie, I grew up also in that situation where the police were corrupt assholes, so, just saying, I know I might be misinterpreting this, but, if it weren't incriminating even more, I would definitely, every time I got the shot, probably try and escape the police, even if I'd done nothing wrong. So that's awkward.
Why you did it?
I just got scared, that's all.
Your backpack. I want to see it. Now! You're beyond grounded.
Everybody out!
Jessup,
Big Bang Juice is here.
we're on our way. You get out of there, now.
As soon as I can.
Virgil Hawkins for quick actions and getting.
That'd be so freaking sick. Could you imagine having the power to, like, move shit? I would fuck with everybody all the time. Honestly, like, I would literally make things so problematic for society. Thank goodness that superpowers don't exist and that I don't have them, because if I did, like, I would be the biggest nuisance. I would definitely become a villain of some kind, honestly. Like, it wouldn't even be, like, a good villain arc either. Like, I've talked about the villain arc before on this channel, just screwing around. But I would actually just make everything incredibly inconvenient for society. Like, I've thought about being a villain, and if I were one, what my power would be. And I'm pretty sure I'd use that 1/4 Italian heritage I have to infuse every single inconvenient to clean space with, like, broken up pasta noodles or something. Like, I would just fucking get marinara sauce all over people's TVs and computer screens. I wouldn't make anything convenient for anyone, and I would just weaponize. And my entire costume would be, like, a little Italian flag. I'll draw, like, a doodle of it on what it would look like, but everybody would fucking hate me. I don't even know what my name would be. It would be called probably, like, the Noodler or something.
Erewhon has gone too far. The overpriced grocery store located in Los Angeles just announced that they will be selling balls of ice for $30, and people on TikTok are losing their minds. The reason they're so expensive is because the company that manufactures them does everything by hand, and now users are doing taste tests of them on TikTok. Apparently when you get them wet, they're crystal clear, which means that they're high quality, but a lot of people are having trouble justifying spending that much money on frozen water. And while
I have to point this out, who cares? Like, this I saved particularly for this topic. Why would anyone care? Why does anybody care if somebody spends $30 on ice? People have spent more money on stupider things. I've seen people spend hundreds of dollars on, like, one drink. I've seen people buy, like, frivolous clothing that they're only going to wear once, and they spend, like, thousands of dollars on it. Wedding dresses are more expensive. Like, people blow way more money on rings, wedding dresses. Like, again, it's for a special occasion, but what about the ice? You know, you gotta have some special balls of ice. I feel like people can blow money on whatever they want, and the fact that it's like, oh, Erewhon's gone too far. They're literally one of the most expensive grocery stores in the Western world. Like, why are you surprised? This is the thing I just don't understand. This is the kind of place where you can literally get a lunch and it's gonna be like $50 to $70. Like, it doesn't blow my mind at all that something like this, like ice, would be this expensive. Like, I just don't get why people have an issue with this. And it's like, I wouldn't buy it because I'm cheap and water is free. Or technically free, not really. I mean, you gotta pay the water bill. But, like, I'm not gonna lie, man, I don't really see the problem with this. Like, I don't really get it. I don't really know why people would want to do it. But I don't really find it surprising nor that crazy. I don't know.
While some people are saying that this is a luxury and is totally worth the price, most people with actual common sense realize that this is not worth it and are saying things like the water better be from Narnia, and Erewhon is just playing in our faces.
Here's the problem though, is like people are just paying for like the status of shopping at Erewhon. Like, I've never been there, but I definitely wouldn't want to go there just so that I can get myself like something that's overpriced that I can get anywhere else. Like, that's kind of stupid, but I feel like people should just be able to blow money on whatever they want. It doesn't really, like, bother me. I don't know why people overreact to this kind of thing.
Mom, someone's in my house! Those are not my cars!
It's fine, honey, don't go in.
What do you mean it's fine? No, it's not. Someone is in my house.
It's not your house anymore. It's theirs. I sold it. Yay! Congratulations!
Why are you congratulating me? Did you actually sell my house? How did you even—
Well, that was easy. You put the paperwork under my name for tax reasons, remember? And I was running low on money, so I decided to sell your house.
Do you understand what the problem is here?
No, not at all.
I would never actually think to put anything that I want to own under anybody else's name just for taxation purposes. But this is like the most scumbag. This is the kind of thing that people actually do, I think. Like, I know these are all fake, these like text-to-screen things. Most of them, 99% of them, are totally fake. But if somebody did this, I would not be surprised. Like, people do this kind of crap all the time.
Mom, I don't have a house anymore!
That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Just get back to work and you will be able to afford a new one in no time. I wish you the best of luck.
Like, in this day and age, owning a house is not easy. Particularly being able to afford a house right now, it's pretty difficult to do. It's not impossible, but it is difficult. The idea of just, like, locking down a new house, especially if you already had one, if it was sold without your consent through somebody else in your family. Also, I don't know how somebody wouldn't disown you if you sold their house.
What do you mean, bet? So you're going back to work?
Nah, bet.
Honey, you're scaring me.
Bet.
Where is Dad's ashes?
Somewhere in there.
You dumped your dad's ashes?
It doesn't end there. Is this your house?
My house! How could you?
How could I? You still don't realize what you did wrong.
What's that?
It's a contract I signed on behalf of you. I signed your life away to the cartel.
If somebody actually like stole something of mine, I would do anything in my power to spite them. I'm not gonna lie. If somebody wronged me or like my family, so much so that it actually impaired my life, my well-being, and the well-being of others around me, I would totally like pull the pin. I mean, I don't know about selling them to the cartel. That's a little bit out there, but I know the ridiculousness is there for a reason. It's pretty comical, I have to say. I kind of like some of these text-to-speech things. They're kind of funny.
Do you get what you did wrong?
Yes, honey, I understand now. Can you please take that contract back?
No. They'll be there in 5 minutes. Pack your bags. Oh wait, they're on fire.
You're over there liking all these girls' Instagram pictures, your workout buddies with all these different girls at your gym?
I'm a trainer. It's for work. It's innocent flirting and help me get clients to continue to make money.
It's very weird when you're dating a personal trainer. I feel like if you're insecure, then you shouldn't get into the relationship in the first place when it comes to getting into something with like a personal trainer, because they are going to be very body focused. A lot of people who go to the gym go into getting a personal trainer. They have specific physique goals that make them appealing in society. So if you have an issue with that already, you might have a problem if you're dating somebody who's obviously going to be associated with those individuals. I don't know how necessary it is to like all of your clients' Instagram photos for making more money. I'd say it could definitely be part of the job because you're trying to motivate your clients and you liking their photos might motivate them more. But you also have to preface to whoever you're in a relationship with, this is just work, it is what it is. I don't really see the issue with that, and it's more on this individual if they get into a relationship with a personal trainer and they don't like it.
What is like respectful in a relationship? Like
Trusting a person and not paying somebody to see if they would cheat.
But it happened.
Not true.
You went on a date with this girl.
It wasn't a date.
She literally told me that you took her out to eat.
Oh.
Yeah, and you guys hooked up. You can't sit here and deny that.
I am denying because it's not true.
Okay, sure.
She's a client, and after we were working out, we got food, which was across the street.
That's
where
not
we
what she
walked.
told me.
That's what I'm telling you.
She told me you guys had sex.
I'm telling you we didn't.
So are you saying she's lying?
I'm saying she's lying.
Let's find out from her.
Okay.
All right. Can you tell him what you told me?
So I pretty much told her.
The one thing I have to point out with this, I'm sorry, if the original girlfriend, oh god, I'm just getting this guy's face in this whole mix. If she, actually paid somebody else to try and see if he would cheat on her with somebody else that she's paying, then I think that's kind of scuzzy. But if this were actually a thing where she, if this girl actually was just getting trained by this guy, and then this girl was told by, this girl, if the other girl was told by this girl, hey, I screwed your boyfriend, this is a very weird situation, because I've seen this viral online a lot, and, regarding the comments, it's very odd, because a lot of them say, honestly, that girl did him a service by lying because she actually believed her and broke up with him. Personally, if somebody else tells me that my, boyfriend is cheating on me with them, I would actually be inclined to believe that person in some capacity. I'd obviously try and look into it a little bit more, find some proof before I actually interrogated the individual, or just went straight to my boyfriend and said, hey, is this happening? Can you tell me? People cheat a lot all the time. But to be fair, a lot of the time also, somebody who accuses the individual of cheating is actually the cheater themselves, and they're actually, super insecure, and that's why they want to try and, accuse somebody else of cheating, so they feel like they're less bad because they're the one actually cheating. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff. I don't know, am I stupid? Because if somebody, revealed a whole cheating situation to me, or if a girl contacted me saying, hey, I'm screwing your boyfriend right now, and, then they send me some proof or something, or they tell me what it is, I'd probably be a bit skeptical. I'd probably believe them in part, at least. I'm kind of gullible, but is this not indecent to actually assume, yeah, my boyfriend, is he actually cheating on me or something? I'd actually have to question that. Hopefully I wouldn't make the association with somebody who would try and cheat on me, but, the situation's there.
I pretty much told her that she took me to this really fancy restaurant, and afterwards, we went back to my place and hooked up.
Yeah, see?
Why would you sit here and lie?
I lied because...
So you weren't telling the truth?
I didn't think that she deserved you, so I lied.
Oh my god.
The cool one? Well, now SpongeBob is going to work there. Mr. Krabs sold his employee to the establishment for a week. Before entering, Mr. Krabs warns SpongeBob that he needs to act cool and gives him a confident look. So he enters the restaurant and immediately tells the customer everything he thinks about him. Like how he has beautiful eyes. Then he goes into the kitchen. For the patrons, SpongeBob prepares bricks.
I honestly don't give a fuck about any of this. I love SpongeBob. I grew up with SpongeBob, but I don't watch it anymore these days. I haven't seen it in years. But the Plants vs. Zombies theme is what's getting my soul just all nice and gooey with that nostalgia. I don't know if you guys ever played PopCap, but that was actually one of the first, like, game companies that I truly loved when I was a kid. Like, I would play PopCap games all the time. Particularly Insane Aquarium on my brother's laptop when I was a little kid. Insane Aquarium, I think, was one of the best PopCap games out there. Bejeweled was cool. Plants vs. Zombies was awesome. And then you also had, what is it called? Venice or something? I'll put the things up on the screen. Oh, and, what was it called? There was a dinosaur game, like shooting eggs. I have to find that one. Dynamite Deluxe. Dude, Dynamite Deluxe was freaking bomb. PopCap in general is such an underrated, like, series or, like, company. So sorry. PopCap was so cool. Oh, yeah, PopCap Studios. So it's EA, I guess. EA owns them. But PopCap was so sick, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm having a moment. Oh, yeah. PopCap hit hard, man. PopCap hit every single time. PopCap, loved PopCap when I was a kid.
Your Honor, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to make you aware. I believe Jason Ventro was lighting up a glass pipe earlier.
Mr. Ventro? Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Yes, I had to unmute my phone. What were you smoking? Smoking? Excuse me? Yeah, you believe he was lighting up a glass pipe just now?
Not just now, approximately 15 minutes ago.
A glass pipe? No, Your Honor, I was not lighting no glass pipe. I was picking bumps on my face in the mirror. All right, well, I'll tell you what, we'll go back and look at it. Okay, yes, please do. This time you wanted to say something to the court?
Judge, I apologize. I was mistaken. It was his camera angle.
All right, thank you.
Can you imagine that? Like, I'm sorry that this is so out of context. I don't know what the actual case pertains to when it comes to, like, this whole situation. But, like, mistaking a pen for a glass pipe, like, you would be in, like, if you're, like, actually trying to get this person incriminated, you automatically will lose any level of face when you actually can mistake such simplistic variables, like, in a courtroom scene as well. So I feel like that's just terrible. Like, this video clip makes me so annoyed because it's like, the court system already has kind of a bad rep for, like, you know, accusing people incorrectly of crimes. And then it looks even worse if whoever is, like, accusing you or, is, like, your opposition or whatever. I don't know what the actual terminology is. I'm sorry. Whoever your opposition is, if they can't even figure that out, how are they going to actually figure out how to incriminate you? I just don't get it. But that looks so much better for this guy over here. Like, if this guy actually, like, wanted to make an argument, he could be like, you guys don't even know the difference between a pen and, like, a smoking device. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Like, I don't know, man. That's so cringe, though.
Chick-fil-A is now falling off and people are no longer going there. So recently, Chick-fil-A announced that they're gonna start treating their chicken with antibiotics, which the company hasn't done since 2014. Their chicken being antibiotic-free is one of the main reasons Chick-fil-A became as popular as it is now. It also...
Yeah, that's the other thing. Chick-fil-A's starting to suck now. Outside of the antibiotic thing, they also have the whole situation where they keep firing their employees for being on social media, doing very innocent things. Chick-fil-A girl with the no Chick-fil-A sauce, and she's just making funny faces at the camera. And then you've got the other girl who was doing food reviews or something from Chick-fil-A, and she ended up getting, like, fired by them. And then a bunch of other companies started, like, going for her, like, saying, like, hey, you know, work for us or whatever. Because it's just that ridiculous that they would fire their employees based on that. And then on top of that, now their food's starting to suck. So it's like, I feel like they're going to go downhill. It's probably because they're going to say, like, oh, we can't afford to get antibiotic chicken with, you know, the sourcing and all that. But it's just not worth it. It's like, then you can just go to McDonald's, you'll get the same product.
Justified the price increase compared to other fast food restaurants. However, they're now letting go of their promise of being completely free of antibiotics. And people all over TikTok have noticed a change in the chicken from Chick-fil-A from how it looks to even the taste. Some employees are even saying the chicken they get now at their franchise feels more artificial and isn't the same as before. As to why...
That sucks. That sucks. I don't eat chicken, but if I did, then I would probably be very, very sad.
Chick-fil-A is doing this. They've stated they can't keep up with the demand of antibiotic-free chicken, and they have to switch back to chicken treated with antibiotics to keep their franchises open. However, some are accusing Chick-fil-A to switching up because antibiotic chicken is cheaper, and even though it's cheaper, Chick-fil-A is going to keep this same prices as before.
And here's the thing with Chick-fil-A, is they have so much money and their franchise has done so well. Even if they wanted to take a bullet and gain less profit, they probably still would be able to afford providing antibiotic-free chicken. It's not that complex. I know on a mass scale it's probably very different to source, but generally speaking, I feel like it wouldn't be that crazy. Like, you wouldn't make no money as a franchise. You'd probably just net less. This, I believe, might be the beginnings of corporate greed, honestly. The one thing I've seen with Chick-fil-A that I find more bothersome is the whole Chick-fil-A sauce girl, that whole situation, and all the other things that they've done with, like, their employees versus, like, social media accounts and stuff. That's the bigger thing I've seen that is, like, not good versus the whole antibiotic thing. That sucks, but it's like, well, then just go somewhere else or don't order out. It's fast food. It's not gonna be good for you anyways. Hey guys, guess who forgot that they made banana bread and left it in the oven for like an hour? Wow, great job, right? Genius of me, I know. Completely fantastic. I'm so sorry that I'm freaking out, but like, look at the burnt nuts on top of my banana bread. Dudes, I goofed. I goofed hardcore. I had this banana bread in the oven and I put it in there like an hour ago, and I completely forgot about it. I mean, she doesn't look bad, but she's a little toasty on the top, my dudes. Alright, that's awkward. Anyways, back to the show, am I right?
In Italy, sometimes we broken the pasta. We broken. So, Zitti, or this one, you have to do it. Right, amore?
For cooking, right?
For cooking, yes.
Sometimes you have to break the pasta.
No, that is spaghetti. So, something you need to understand, because spaghetti no need never to be broken. What you doing?
That looks painful, honestly. Like, that is the bones of an Italian breaking when you break a single noodle of pasta. That's disappointment at its very finest. I don't believe in breaking the pasta, to be honest. Although, I like a big, long nude, not gonna lie. I like my noodles to be as long as possible. So the idea of breaking anything would be disappointing. But saying that, if you've ever had lasagna noodles, just treating them like normal pasta, it is a vibe, my people. I have to point this out. Lasagna noodles. Grab a box of them. You can get them anywhere. Whatever. Break them up, like break them in half each, throw them in a pot, boil those nudes, put them with some sauce, put them with some of whatever you want. Usually I'll do like, just a basic, like marinara, lots of olive oil, garlic, the good stuff, mwah. Oh, you know what else is good on pasta that nobody talks about? And I don't know if this is cringe and gross, alright? And I know that people will probably come for me for this, but I love tahini. Tahini on pasta that has just a basic, like, nice, like, kind of sweet, acidic, really good garlicky marinara sauce with lots of basil in there. If you put tahini drizzled on the top, it takes it to a whole new level. I don't know why I love that, but maybe it's because the creaminess and bitterness of tahini contrasts the sweet sourness of a marinara sauce that also is nice and acidic and tomatoey. But it's really good. I love that stuff.
Bro, if you're a guy right now and you're doing this, you're gay, okay? Just so you know.
Yeah.
From the start,
yeah.
okay?
I know.
Nah, you guy, bro, you guy.
No, brother, I'm not gay. What are you talking about? I'm not gay.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
I love that so much. I'm not gonna lie, my people. I love when there's a guy who pretends to be a chick and he's like, no, brother. I need to see that one more time. Sorry.
Bro, if you're a guy right now and you're doing this, you're gay, okay? Just so you know.
Yeah.
From the start,
yeah.
okay?
I know.
Nah, you guy, bro, you guy.
No, brother, I'm not gay. What are you talking about? I'm not gay.
Dude.
What? Yeah, okay, I get it.
I want muscles that big. I need to get back into training, honestly. Like, I haven't trained in a long time, but I want big, manly muscles like that. Someday I'm gonna get them. That's how I'm gonna score the ladies, the men, the in-betweeners. Where you don't know if they have wieners or not. I'm gonna score everybody with my big honking gross muscles. I'm so excited. But this is such a vibe. I wish I were dressed up as a woman, but actually a man with the muscles of a man that I can just hide away and use a cute baby voice for. That'd be such a fun stream tactic, honestly. I would subscribe to that any day. It's just so funny to see people's reactions to the ridiculousness that is. Like, someone who pretends entirely to be a perfect woman, or the idealization of a woman, super tiny Twitch girl, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, no, I am actually man. I'm actually big, gronky, strong guy. I love strong muscle, and I use this power I have to condense myself into a small little lady just for you. Boy who has simpability for my stylistic choice.
Cute. You did
Oh,
handsome.
thank you. Yes, I got you, brother. Okay, I send you now, yeah? You
have
like my...
OnlyFans?
Of course!
Yo, how much per month? How much per month? Thanks.
Alrighty, my people, that was the video. Tell me what you think in the comments below. There wasn't really anything too deep about it, but I figured, you know, we would just have a little bit of fun today. Just screw around, see where life could take us, and it didn't take us too far. But if you have any videos you want me to check out in the comments below, then by all means do link them. I don't really like filter my comments, so everything should be good to go down there. And tell me what you want to see in the video next. That was it, my people. Thank you so much for watching. It has been lovely.